Is Luigi a criminal, chat? Is Luigi a criminal?
Is the alleged United Health
Is Luigi a hero? Let's see. Let's see. Is he a hero?
Care CEO killer Luigi Mangione a hero? Well, as you all know, he was arrested at a McDonald's in Pennsylvania and charged with the killing of the CEO of United Healthcare, Brian Thompson. Now, if you look at his X account, you'll find thousands of comments supporting him. So why are so many people propping up an alleged killer? Well, you just need to read a few of the many horrible stories of patients and family members who were denied coverage from United Healthcare. Here are a few that I took from the comment section of Dr. Glockenflecken's recent video. I've been on a seizure med that's been working for 5 years now. Starting in January, they want me to go on meds that don't work.
This is the thing about Big Pharma, right? Let's be real. Big Pharma is a big business. It's not about curing people. It's about treating symptoms. That's all it is. Keep people sick just enough. It's just enough to make them feel a little bit better, but still keeping the root cause there so they have to keep taking the medication to survive. They want you to rely on them rather than giving you a cure. Every person that has ever done a cure for cancer or whatever is either... or, you know, they've lost all the research and all that stuff and they've been blackmailed. That's the truth. It's the biggest drug cartel in the world is Big Pharma. That's the truth. So, you know, like back to what I was saying, they don't want you healthy. They just want enough to treat your symptoms, so you have to keep paying them for more and more and more and more and more and more stuff so that you can keep yourself alive, essentially.
Price went up to over $500 per month. Too much for us to afford and eat. Denied a biopsy by UHC. They wanted cheaper diagnostics first. I paid out of pocket for it. Ended up malignant. Surgeon said within weeks I'd have lost half my jaw. All to save $700. Now, many years ago, I accepted United Healthcare insurance in my practice. And I'll tell you, they are quite possibly the worst of the health insurance companies. They once denied coverage of a patient of mine who was a paraplegic with pressure sores. I performed surgery to close the open sores on his backside caused by him being paraplegic, and United Healthcare rejected the claim as cosmetic. Now, when health insurance companies deny claims like these, they just tell you to appeal the denial if you disagree with the decision. They try to make it sound as if it's nice and simple. So then you appeal the denial, then they deny you again. And sometimes they delay and deny you so many times that they declare that the time limit for appealing has passed and their decision is
crazy, man. Big Pharma and insurance companies, you know, it's all collabed into one. You know, it's all a big scheme that they all can pat each other's backs and scratch each other's backs and make sure that you as the customer are screwed enough so everyone wins.
Final. So then what do you do as a physician and a business owner? Do you bill the patient for something that should have been covered by the insurance company? Well, insurance companies do this to pit doctors and patients against each other. Although there are stories of health insurance companies screwing over their policyholders with all insurance companies, I've always believed that United Healthcare is one of the worst of them.
They're the worst.
Now, every year when I decide what health insurance to give to my families and my employees, I don't even consider United Healthcare because I know it is such a horrible insurance company. And even given all of the traumatic and sad stories that are flooding social media about how United Healthcare's policies have caused misery and suffering for so many people, you would...
Let's think about this for a second. This is a hot take, right? Let's think about this. Who lost? Luigi or the insurance company? Who really lost from this whole incident? Luigi being the murderer or the insurance company being the cause of the murder, aka making these problems that everyone's talking about, and then you have an upset Luigi that comes in there and takes care of business, even though I don't condone violence. That's how he probably looked at it, right? So, yeah, it's kind of interesting. Who really lost from this situation? Do you think it was Luigi or the healthcare insurance? Tell me. Put in the comments below. Let me know who you think really lost out of all of this. Let me know.
Think that United Healthcare would rethink how it conducts business. Maybe they would announce that they're going to make changes to actually prevent their policyholders from being denied the care and the medications they need. I mean, that would make sense, right? Well, according to video that was leaked from an internal meeting, the United Health Group, and this is the parent company of United Healthcare, their CEO, Andrew Whitty, said, "Our role is a critical role, and we make sure that care is safe, appropriate, and delivered when people need it." And this was in an address to the company's employees following the murder of the United Healthcare CEO's death. "We guard against the pressures that exist for unsafe care or for unnecessary care to be delivered in a way which makes the whole system too complex and ultimately unsustainable."
It's interesting, huh, chat? When you really think about it, it's very interesting, this whole situation with Luigi, the insurance company. When you really think to the bottom line, it's like, clearly these people were pieces of shit, right? At this company. Clearly. If there's this much outrage. Clearly they were pieces of shit. So then you sort of think, okay, Luigi, you probably shouldn't have done it the way you did. You probably shouldn't kill someone. But in saying that, from all this, has the issue been resolved? Has the insurance company said, okay, clearly there we got some outraged, customers. Maybe we should, rethink how we do things, Kenzu, how you doing, bro? You gotta join the Discord, man. I haven't seen you in there. Welcome back. It's good to see you here. Bro, you gotta join the Discord. I want to see you active in there so I can react to videos and shit, man.
He added that employees should...
But yeah, you sort of got to think about it, right? Is Luigi, even though the way he went about it was wrong, is his upset and feelings justified? That's a bigger question. Because Big Pharma, insurance companies, all screwing us. The middle people, the people, the 9-to-5ers, the people at the bottom. We're getting all screwed. And from all this, Luigi goes to prison and someone's dead. Meanwhile, guess what? Freaking... insurance companies probably still going to keep screwing people up. Allegedly. I don't use them. I'm from Australia, but this is the outrage from so many people. So, are we really wrong? Am I really wrong to sort of voice this?
Tune out criticism of the insurance company, saying that it does not reflect reality. What the hell? Well, according to reports, United Healthcare reported a net income of $22.3 billion in 2023 and $20.6 billion in 2022. Now, I'm just a doctor, but what is the purpose of a health insurance company making that much money? While so many of their policyholders...
Think about it. That's how they make money. They screw everyone at the bottom, make all the money, and take it to the top. Take it to the bank. That's what they do. It's what they do, chat. It's what they do.
Don't get the medications or the treatments that they need paid for. Well, I'm not a health policy expert or the CEO of an insurance company, but wouldn't it make sense to send those profits back to the actual patients to help them pay for their deductibles, their co-pays?
And that would happen. That would happen.
They are loud and angry enough will be heard. Our healthcare third-party payer system is a complete mess. Now, I want to tell you, if you are angry because you've been
W-Kenzu, bro.
denied coverage, or your insurer has forced you to change medications so they can make more money off of you, you are entitled to this anger. The system is set up by corporations and supported by politicians.
That's what you got to think about too. This is what you got to think about too. Is it really even the healthcare problem, like the healthcare insurance's fault, or is it the system itself? Think about it for a second. The system as itself currently is clearly screwing too many people over. There needs to be a change. Luigi was one of the guys that had enough, and he took, not so great approach about it, but he did it, And all the women out there are still frothing over him. It's mind-boggling. It kind of, you sort of question as well the psychology of women that find this man attractive for murdering someone, but regardless, besides the point, to circle back, we need obviously a change in the system. It's got to happen. They got to change the system.
To make money by not paying for your healthcare needs. The people who should determine what medications you take or medical procedures you undergo should be you and your doctor, period. Now, that being said, I don't consider Luigi Mangione a hero in any way, shape, or form.
He killed someone.
Violence is almost never the answer.
Almost? Pretty much I'd say 95% of the time, yes. I agree with this doctor. He's saying almost. He didn't say every time.
And I do hope that justice will be served in this case. But this whole horrible event has ignited a very important discussion about health
Oh my god, you guys can't
insurance in
see
the
it.
United States.
L, you guys couldn't see it.
Many failings. And I hope that this discussion can bring about some much needed changes.
Facts. Luigi should be a testimony to bloody change the system. Change it. Alright, what did his lawyer say?
The second thing I want to make a record of, Your Honor, is I'm very concerned about my client's right to a fair trial in this case. He's being prejudiced by some statements that are being made by government officials. Like every other defendant, he is entitled to a presumption of innocence. But unfortunately, the way this has been handled so far, his rights are being violated. And as you know, Your
Kenzu,
Honor,
Kenzu, do you think that Luigi is guilty? Or do you believe in the conspiracy theory that he's just the cover guy? What do you think?
Case law guaranteeing his right to a fair trial, but none of the safeguards have been put in place yet here. In fact, it's just the opposite of what's been happening. He's a young man, and he is being treated like a human ping pong ball between two warring jurisdictions.
What's going on with his neck, man? I know he's listening, but what the fuck? What's going on there, champ? What's going on there, buddy? Bit of a turn neck, turning out like Stephen Hawking's over here. Like, bro, what the hell?
These federal and state prosecutors are coordinating with one another, but at the expense of him. They have conflicting theories in their indictment.
That is kind of crazy that, like, you got, like, the mayor and all these politicians sort of influencing the case. That's kind of messed up. It makes you question a lot, huh? Why are they getting so much involved in this? Do they really care? Or are they trying to cover something up? Huh?
And they're literally treating him like he is like some sort of political fodder, like some sort of spectacle. He was on display for everyone to see in the biggest staged perp walk I've ever seen in my career. It was absolutely unnecessary. He's been cooperative with law enforcement. He had been in custody for over a week. He waived extradition.
It's very interesting, chat, when you really think about it. When you really think about it.
For that, saying that these perp walks are unnecessary.
They're making theater out of it, huh? They're definitely making a theater out of this whole case, which, again, you got to sort of be a bit skeptical and be like, oh, look, the evidence are the evidence. I don't know enough about it. Anyone can react to this and go, oh, this guy doesn't know what he's fucking talking about. True, to a degree, but when you look at the nitty-gritty of it all, it's kind of interesting that they're making a big example out of this.